ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Southwest NASCAR Sim Series live stream. Today's race is race number 3 of the Southwest NASCAR Sim Series season, and that is it's going to be from Atlanta Motor Speedway for the running of the Folds of Honor Quiktrip 500. Right now, you're looking at the point standings after 2 races, and atop those point standings are going to be, or is actually, gotta, atop those point standings is actually going to be Jimmy Johnson, who gained a spot. Pipestone Lazard, currently in second, gained 5. Alexander McSpeed gained 3. Emily Winters staying just about the same. And then Ben Pierce is, Dean P gains 4 spots. Ben Pierce gains 4 spots. Jacoby Kingston lost 4 spots. And then Parker gaining 7. Alexander Rossi, the biggest mover after that race in points, gaining 22. Sam Blaney gains 10. Thomas Cassidy gaining 8. Winterwolf lost a spot. Coaster gaining 3. Ad gains 13. Cody Goforth lost 1. Peace and Avery gains 16. Joey Maddox drops 5. James Yeoman loses 13. Niall O'Hare with a loss of 11, or a gain of 11. Rayson Pimentel picking up 20. Carlos Tavares also picking up 13. Muse Better picking up 1. Matthew Nile losing 1. And then Matt Wynn gaining 3. Nathan Ormond gaining 4. Tim Gary losing 9. Kevin Bassard gaining 8. Matthew McCarthy loses 15. Max Weisner loses 11. Reyes Ken gains 4. Brandon Delpino gains 8. David Don losing 6. Carter Boyd losing 9. Andy Cooley gaining 4. Flashy McClashy loses 2. Esko Laukkanen gains 1. Chip Ganassi loses 9. Brian Anders at minus 13. Aiden Smith dropping 12 positions. And then Damian Fenton gaining a spot and Light Yagami losing a spot. Cole McElmoyle stays right about the same position that he was before. Joining me today is none other than Jimmy Johnson and
Hello.
Chip Ganassi. So welcome to the stream.
Thank you. Cannot wait to see how this race turns out. I think it's going to be pretty exciting.
By the way, Chip, can you mute my stream on your end? Just because,
yeah, sure.
Because I'm hearing it
Sorry.
right now.
Sorry about that.
I gotta pull it up on my iPad as well, but mine is also going to be muted. Southwest NASCAR Series. Today's race comes at you from the Atlanta Motor Speedway, and so we will get right into it.
My stream's behind. Great.
Yeah, that's how it for
I have to. Well, your stream's behind. Yes, that's literally how streaming works. But for commentary, I'm going to be streaming NR2003 to the Discord.
There you go. I see it.
So, just did that. And championship. SNSS 3 of 36. In this race, obviously, coming from Atlanta Motor Speedway. 110% difficulty, I believe that is correct. Just gonna double check before we start. Yes, it is. And so, here we go. And here we go for qualifying for race number 3 of the season. This is our third points paying race.
We have a guy saying in the live stream chat that he got banned and he's the third.
He said unban me from the group.
Do we know why he's banned?
Yeah.
No idea.
I have heard rumors apparently about some guy. I think he was in the car that I was driving, the Coca-Cola. He had spread some rumors about some guy's location, then he got banned from the group.
Yep. That would be true. The driver of the 79 was Amir Page, and he got himself into some trouble that led to his
Indefinite
banishment
suspension.
from the group.
He basically got indefinitely suspended.
3 plus his first lap.
It's sad to hear it when another driver gets threatened.
You hate to see it.
You hate to say it. You just hate to see it.
Let's hope these drivers can get in some packs so they can drive off of each other and get better times.
Well, the three's drafting off of the Season 1 champion, that's Coaster Enthusiast, but he's also hitting the wall here.
Hitting that wall could send you flying.
Who do you think is gonna win GNP?
Who do I think is going to win? Well, I think that 69 car's got a pretty good shot at it. He won this thing, the 54, last season. Wouldn't surprise me if he does it again. Just quickly going to turn the sound down slightly. But yeah, that 69, the driver of the 69 is Coast Enthusiast, and this was the first race that he won last season, and it was the last race that anybody had a chance of passing him in the championship standings. So we'll have to see if he does it again.
I think one problem is...
I'm not gonna be biased here and say that my pick to win is because that's biased, and my pick to win today would either be the number 3 or the number 95 of Nathan, who is currently your pole sitter here in practice.
Well, this isn't practice, this is qualifying right here. Oh, we got a... Oh, my goodness!
Oh my!
We got a qualifying wreck! This is the first time I think that we've ever seen a qualifying wreck.
This is the first time we've seen a wreck this season.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, hey, look, I'm in the Amazon car. Nice. But what happened?
I'm gonna try and find out.
Because you see all those skid marks.
Oh, the 24 and the 12.
That's
Oh,
Thomas
I need to back out of
Cassidy
this.
and the
I need to back out of the race because I forgot to put damage level on. And I don't want, you know. They 3 of 6. Well, we're gonna try that again.
They
We
didn't know what
missed
us
it. There we
last
go.
time.
It's because we're doing it in championship mode instead of single race.
Ah,
And I just forgot to set the settings properly.
is the crash still gonna happen, or is that just like a one-hit
We'll
wonder?
see.
It depends if these drivers are going to be aggressive or not here in qualifying.
We'll see if we get another qualifying wreck like that, but that qualifying session does not count.
That was
Unfortunately.
interesting.
But we'll see
I
if we
mean-
get it again.
You don't really have enough space here. It's like if you're 3 wide, you've got to be a lot more careful than in Daytona. Daytona, you have enough space.
Sam Blaney, the first car out on the racetrack, and his teammate gonna be the second. And then behind that driver is gonna be Ben Pierce in this 15, and then the 45 coming onto the racetrack. That's James Youngman. Then Winterwolf in the 21, Cole McLemore the 61, the 98 of Tim Gary, and then Payson Avery in the 5 car. He was better already on the racetrack. Team P on the racetrack. Carlos Tavares, Matt Wynn, Adrian Ad, and then Matthew Nile. There's Brian Anders in the 3, Kevin Bassard, Light Yagami in this 28 car. Then
This track,
Cody Goforth, David Don, Flashy McClashy, Aiden Smith, Ray's Ken, or Kenneth Laura, depending on what you call him these days, Andy Cooley, Pipestone Lazard, Damian Fenton, Max Weisner, Jacoby Kingston, all drivers coming onto the racetrack.
I see a lot of the drivers are using their second paint schemes. Well, not a lot, a couple. Wonder why that is.
it's
Oh,
a random draw.
It's randomly picked.
Hmm.
This track is known for eating up tires very quickly, especially with how the
There's a couple more cars coming off of pit road here.
One thing that scares me is every first place driver seems to black out on their car for what we've been guessing is illegal parts. Let's hope that's not going to happen again here.
Ken, the reason that we banned you is because from what we can devise, or from what we understand, you're too young to legally be allowed to have a Discord account.
How old is he? Not in like a weird way.
I think he admitted he was like 7 or 8, and he
7?
sounds like 7 or 8.
Oh, that is
And so
that's gonna get you an
legally
automatic
you
ban
must
for
be
the silver.
13 years of age in order to have a Discord account, and so it's not. We're not the only. That's literally the only reason we aren't gonna unban you from the Discord.
And we are doing the nice thing because we're keeping you safe from some
Right.
weird people online, man.
It's illegal to have any social media under the age of 13, let alone Discord. It's illegal to have a Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, all that.
Tell that to my school.
You see,
Cut
the
out to the
schools
last
don't
minute.
care.
No, not like the school. My friends at school. My younger friends.
They don't care.
So Alexander McSpeed right now running the pole setting time. We'll see if that holds.
With just about 40 seconds left in this qualifying session, the drivers that just crossed the line now should have time to make 2 more laps. This lap plus another lap.
And we'll see. This race was notorious last season for being wild and crazy, from the drop of the green flag to the checkered flag. We'll see if it is that again.
That it's very possible. I mean, a lot of these drivers are trying to lock themselves in to next week's race and not have to go through the last chance qualifier.
You know what surprises me? Usually when rookie drivers join, which we've got a few rookie drivers actually, when they join, they aren't, I would say, the best skilled at driving, but the rookie drivers are somehow being able to keep up with the actual last season drivers, which is very impressive.
I mean, we had a rookie take home the Daytona 500, which...
Yeah. I think a rookie took the win at Coca-Cola too, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see.
Sam Blaney won it.
No, it was Alexander Rossi who won Coca-Cola. Jimmy Johnson won the 500. Alexander Rossi won the second race at Coca-Cola, and so it's been a sweep of rookies so far.
That is very impressive.
For practice.
Okay, I'll recap results here for you once it shows up on stream.
I don't know any of the drivers' names, so don't. I'm good.
Just saving our qualifying results, and then abandoning the race, and hoping that I am able to change that.
Stream's ended. Cricket noise.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to go back in order to... That's not it. It's gonna be the practice results. So, just gotta show the results of qualifying, and then we'll go through that, set up the starting order for the race. So standings. So there's 1 through 28. There's 16 to 42. So now that that has been shown on stream, I can go ahead and set up the starting order. Alrighty.
I can only see it on your YouTube stream.
Yeah, that's because I closed NR2003. It's supposed to be like that. Alright, so first place is Alexander McSpeed. Second place.
You have Emily Renter's outside pole.
Yeah, Emily Winters, P2. There she is. P3.
Starting in third is Joey Maddox.
There's a 54.
And then you have the 33 car.
33, Ray's Ken, starting in fourth. And then fifth, Andy Cooley. Sixth place will be Matt Wynn. Seventh place is going to be Sam Blaney.
And then you got Pipestone Lazard in the ninth position.
Pipestone Lazard in ninth?
No.
Eighth.
Eighth.
And then Winterwolf starts in ninth.
Has P9.
Where is Winterwolf? There it is. Winterwolf starting in ninth. 10th will be
the 78 car.
That's the 78. 11th belongs to the number 9 of Alexander Rossi.
Your most recent winner here in the Southwest Series.
And then Brian 12th will be Brandon
Delfino.
Delpino. And then
And then
13th will be
is DNP.
DNP. DNP starting in the 13th position. 14th belongs to Carter Boyd. 15th goes to Jimmy Johnson. I think you might know that guy.
Yeah, I might.
16th is Tim Gary. There it is. 17th is the four of Mew is better.
Rager. No, his name is Mew is a Rager.
17th or 16th for me is better. No, 17th. I'm expired. Here we go. And
Starting
18th
is
gonna
Parker.
be Parker. Starting 18th. 19th is Carlos Tavares. 20th
Is Payson Avery.
Mason Avery.
And we have Niall O'Hare.
Niall O'Hare, 21st. 22nd, Racing Pimentel. 23rd is Matthew McCarthy.
And then we have Max Reisner in the 51.
Max Weisner. And 24th. 25th, Cody Goforth. 26th is Damian Fenton.
27th on the grid
25th is or 26th will be Damian Fenton. 27th, Aiden Smith.
And then we have Flashy McClashy.
8th is Flashy McClashy. And then I am going to wait.
Light Yagami.
Light Yagami will be 29th, I guess. There we go. 29th for
Bassard.
Light Yagami, Kevin Bassard. 30th. 31st will
Thomas
be
Cassidy.
Thomas Cassidy. Yep. Thomas Cassidy, 31st. 32nd.
Cole McElmore.
Will be Builder. 33rd.
Jacoby Kingston.
Jacoby Kingston, 33rd. 34th.
David Dawn.
And then 35th is Chip Ganassi.
You might know that guy.
I don't know him. Who is he? Never heard of him.
36th, James Youngman. 37th is Ben Pierce. 38th will be Coaster Enthusiast. 39th, not Brian Anders, Nathan Orman. Where is Orman? There he is.
And then we have Matthew Nile in 40th.
Matthew Nile, 40th. Brian Anders in 41st.
And then we have the 92 car of I can't pronounce his name.
Yeah, the Esko Laukkanen. And Thomas Cassidy qualified in 31st. So I'm just fixing that up. So to double check, the field, it's gonna be it'll be the 00 of Alexander McSpeed, the 88 of Emily Winters, the 54 of Joey Maddox, the 33 of Kenneth Laura, the 1 of Andy Cooley in 5th, 6th is Matt Wynn, 7th, Sam Blaney, 8th, Pipestone Lazard, 9th is Winterwolf, 10th, Ad, 11th, Alexander Rossi, 12th, Brandon Del Pino, 13th for DNP, 14th, the 27 of Carter Boyd, 15th, James Youngman, 16th, Tim Gary, 17th, Muse Better, 18th, Parker, 19th, Carlos Tavares, 20th, Payson Avery, 21st, Niall O'Hare, 22nd, Racing Pimentel, 23rd, Matthew McCarthy, 24th will be Max Weisner, 25th, Cody Goforth, 26th, Damian Fenton, Aiden Smith, 27th, 28th is Flashy McClashy. And then 29th is Light Yagami. 30th, Kevin Bassard. 31st, Tim Cassidy. 32nd, Cole McElmoyle. And then 32nd. So 31st, Thomas Cassidy. 32nd, Cole McElmoyle. And then 32nd is going to be the Cole McElmoyle. 33rd, Jacoby Kingston. 34th, David Don. 35th, Chip Ganassi. 36th, James Youngman. 37th, Ben Pierce. 38th, Coaster Enthusiast. 39th, Nathan Ormond. 40th is Brian Anders. 41st, Brian Anders. And then 42nd is Esko Laukkanen. And that does check out. So, let's get into this thing, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
We shall move on to the race.
Yes, we shall.
There we go.
Back live on
Play this
Discord. Yeah, we're gonna restore the saved weekend.
Yes.
Get it
We're gonna
to
start
our
our...
race.
I can't see anything. Oh, I love streams already. There we go.
Okay, now. Do. Do. Do.
Oh, so sorry if I go silent. I'm eating Mexican food.
Alright, so let's go through our starting order.
Do. Insert
So,
the facts.
starting on the pole is the 00 of Alexander McSpeed in the Tide Pods Chevrolet Camaro. Starting second is the 88 of Emily Winters in the 88 NASA Payson Avery Motorsports Ford Mustang. Rolling off in position number 3 will be Kenneth Laura in the 33 Toco Chevrolet Camaro. Starting fourth is the 54 Oreo Camaro of Joey Maddox. Rolling off in fifth is Matt Wynn in the 13 Nike Ford Mustang. Rolling off in sixth, the number 1 U.S. Marines Ford Mustang of Andy Cooley. Matt Wynn in the 13. Then rolling off in position number 7 will be the 6 Camaro of Pipestone Lazard. Then Sam Blaney starting in 8th. Or no, 7th for Sam Blaney in the Coors Light Ford Mustang for Black Hat Racing. 8th for the 6 of Pipestone Lazard. 9th is the 21 of Winterwolf in the Pennzoil Ford Mustang for Builder Motorsports. Then rolling off in 10th will be Adrian Add in the number 78 Home Depot Toyota Camry. Rolling off in 11th, row number 6, is the 9 of Alexander Rossi in the Napa Auto Parts Toyota Camry for Team Cassidy Racing. Starting in 12th will be the 10 of Brandon Del Pino in the Credit One Bank Toyota Camry for Team Cassidy Racing as well. Then rolling off in position number 13 will be DNP_10 in the Geico Toyota Camry for DNP Racing. Starting in position number 14, the 27 Nationwide Children's Hospital of David Don for Sash Motorsports in that Ford Mustang. Rolling off in position number 15 is Jimmy Johnson in the Auto Owners Insurance Toyota Camry for himself. Then next to him is Tim Gary in the 98 Ford Mustang for Avery Motorsports. Starting in position number 17 is Muse Better in the Southwest Airlines Florida 1 Toyota Camry for DNP Racing. And rolling off in 18th will be the 12 of Parker in the John Deere Ford Mustang for Builder Motorsports. In row 10, we see the 22 of Carlos Tavares, the Car Shield niche Chevrolet Camaro in 19th, and then in 20th is Payson Avery in his number 5 WeatherTech Ford Mustang for Avery Motorsports. Starting in position number 21 will be the 83 of Niall O'Hare in that Chevrolet Camaro, and then to his outside for position number 22 is going to be the 60 of Racing Pimentel in the Doritos Chevy Camaro. Rolling off in 23rd is the 19 Pepe the Frog Toyota Camry of Matthew McCarthy. Rolling off 24th, row 12, is the 51 of Max Weisner, the Goodwrench Chevy Camaro. Rolling off in 25th is the 56 Hertz Ford Mustang of Cody Goforth for Builder Motorsports. Rolling off 26th will be the 44 Advanced Auto Parts Chevy Camaro of Damian Fenton for Niche Motorsports. Starting in 27th is Aiden Smith in the 89 Popeyes Ford Mustang for Black Cat Racing. Then it's the 18 starting 28th, row 14 for D&P Racing in the MB2 Raceway Toyota Camry. Starting in position 29 is the 28 of Light Yagami, the Napa Brakes Ford Mustang for Stash Motorsports. Rolling off in 30th is the 20 of Kevin Bassard in the Switch Toyota Camry. 31st for Team Cassidy Racing. 31st is his team owner, Thomas Cassidy. That's the 24 NOS Toyota Camry of Thomas Cassidy for Team Cassidy Racing. Then Cole McElmore will roll off in position number 32nd in the 61 TD Bank Ford Mustang for Builder Motorsports. Then starting in position 33 is Jacoby Kingston in the 38, bearing Magnum Chocolate for Niche Motorsports. 34th belongs to David Don in the Nationwide Ford Mustang for Stash Motorsports. Then the 25 car. Then Chip Ganassi rolling off in 35th, bearing Amazon for Black Cat Racing in the 79. Then the 45 of James Youngman, the Car Shield Chevy Camaro, starts in 36th. That is row 18 for Niche Motorsports. Row 19 sees the 15 of Ben Pierce in the Red Bull Avery Motorsports Ford Mustang. Then Coaster Enthusiast will roll off in position number 30, or in position 38 rather, for his team, that is Black Cat Racing, the Six Flags Entertainment Corporation 69 car. Then rolling off in 39th will be the 95 of Nathan Orman, the Autism Speaks Chevy Camaro, and then Matt Nile in the 26 Kmart Stash Motorsports Ford Mustang for his team. And then rolling off in 41st will be the 3 of Brian Anders, and running out your field today is the 92 Business Tampere Toyota Camry of Esko Laukkanen. That's Castrol on board the number 3 Camaro. And so, with that out of the way, predictions for today's race.
We can't see the stream.
Drivers, start your engine.
I think one prediction I will say is I'm pretty sure there's going to be a crash this race.
I don't know why you would not be able to see the stream. Should be fixed now. I started streaming again. I mean, the only other thing that I can think of is that because my Discord is of no fault of its own, being annoying and laggy. But command has been given, and we will be getting this thing underway. Well, like I said, my pick to win is the 69 car. We'll see about the rest of the field, though. Fortunately, I'm not going to have a chance disconnecting and reconnecting. So... Alexander McSpeed will be the race leader, and he will be the driver coming to the start of this race as your pole sitter. Just behind the Splash and Go Graphics East car, which will make its sharp left turn to pit road. Now, Alexander McSpeed so far this season has really had a couple of not so good races. And that's been a bit of an issue for him. Race car's in. Green flag. And we are underway. Alexander McSpeed, the race leader. Second is Joey Maddox as they head down the back straightaway. And Joey Maddox content to just come in behind that 0 car. As they come off turn 4 and through the tri-oval for the quad-oval for the first time today. Oh, and we got a wreck! Car hard on the outside wall, Pipestone Lazard. Caution is out. David Dawn's involved. Pepe the Frog involved. And the 19, Matthew McCarthy. And that is also Carter Boyd. Coming to the line, the 54 of Joey Maddox, your race leader. First caution of the day comes on lap 2. Let's see what happened. They're just running 3 wide as they tend to do. And the 10 just gets into the 6. Six bounces off the outside wall. A little bit of right side damage to that race car, and he's going to cut off the 10. And that's what's going to end up sending him around. The 19, nothing he can do here. And you just watch as those 2 cars find the outside wall, and that's not a pretty sight for either of them. 27 gets involved there, the 98 got a piece of it. Big crash here at Atlanta. And there's where the 25 gets involved. Coaster Enthusiast, last year's winner here, getting involved. And I think that's all for the cars involved in the wreck. We're going to try and reconnect to Discord. This is probably a really bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. My Discord is literally frozen. We're gonna try rebooting Discord. If this doesn't work, then I'll just commentate the race by myself. So just a little bit of a pause here into the first caution flag of the day. Trying to get this thing going.
He's commentating the race by himself. I know he's by himself. Oh, never mind. Hold on. Oh, there's
Okay,
hope.
let's see if this works.
Let's... Oh wow, it actually did survive.
Finally! Okay.
Well,
I was I was just sitting at the YouTube stream. Oh, good.
Well,
Yeah,
the
just
thing is, this may go
There.
out again. It's based on my Wi-Fi.
Oh my god.
First caution flag of the day. Big wreck for the 19, 25, 27, and 10. Joey
Looks like
Maddox
they are
out front so far, and maybe Joey Maddox is the pick to win because he's wearing the number that won this race last year. How ironic would that be?
I was rooting for Pepe. He let me down.
So, I guess, since you guys are now back into this, what are your predictions when we go back green?
Oh god, I've got a lot. One, another crash. I think that's gonna happen quite indefinitely. And I have a feeling that the 00 will get back in front.
I still am banking on despite the fact that there's the 69 all the way back here, has a little bit of right side damage, as you'll see from this angle, he got a piece of the wreck, but I think he still very much has an opportunity to win this race.
We've seen a lot of last place drivers come up into the top field here. Wonder if that's gonna happen again.
And we will be 1 to green for this restart. The only car not on the lead lap will be this number 6 of Pipestone Lazard, and so he'll line up on the inside.
The back of that car is just completely ruined.
That car is destroyed.
I'm surprised it's still keeping up.
And the 27, 19, and 25 all out of the race after that first incident.
Finally, we're watching some real NASCAR.
And this 6th car right here is the reason why I put damage back on. Because we love seeing cars destroyed in wrecks.
Us drivers love having less competition. That's what we love.
That too. And so the 27, 19, and 25 all will not receive points for this race. Race cars in. Green flag back in the air from the first at a restart zone.
Those cars are gonna have to be very quick to get in that inside lane. They don't want to be shut out onto.
Well, they're gonna drop to the inside. We'll see how well they get around the 6. As of right now, he's blocking the entire field here, and I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see another wreck spawning from this group. I have 3x3 back here trying to get around Pipestone Lazard in an unsponsored race car. And he's not having himself that great of a day.
The number 6 now holding up Pace and Avery. That's really gonna start
Oh,
showing.
McElmore on pit road. Don't know if that's unscheduled or not. But either way, the 59 of Sam Blaney out front, and they are 5 wide. Contact! Off the wall, and there they go behind him.
That's
and oh my goodness, look at this 7.
Oh my god! Oh my!
Hard hit for the 10.
Oh
As the
my!
3 goes up and over. It's the big one.
It's
here
the big one,
at
folks.
Atlanta.
This is the big one! The zero flipping! Oh my
4
goodness!
cars flipping.
This is
Caution
bigger
down
than.
again.
Oh my!
Red flag immediately.
It just ate up everybody.
I don't think
My
we're gonna
goodness.
have 20 cars left after that one.
That was a
Everybody-
huge wreck.
The 79.
I think it would be easier to count who's not involved in that. Look at how many cars are torn up on pit road. And
I'm just gonna show you
Oh,
who's not
there's-
involved in the wreck.
there's the 69 who won this race last year, all torn up. Lot
This
of
is
damage for the
big.
12 of Parker and Pierce. And look at this 61. That might have been the smartest decision of his career to not come in and pit.
Not even a yellow
I can tell you-
flag.
Some of these drivers
My God.
had to
That
almost
has to be at least half the
there.
field.
That was bigger than the Coca-Cola exhibition, and that was huge.
That's the biggest wreck I've seen all season.
we had some
Let's take a
That's
look.
the only crash
avoidance
we've
though by
seen
a
all
lot of these
season.
drivers.
I
especially
saw-
at 7.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I saw the 79 crash directly into one of the cars at full speed.
That's what I saw.
Well, we had the initial wreck.
And I almost died right there because of that right car in front of me because of Alexander Rossi.
Isn't that's why you never go like 5 wide on the.
They were 5.
Oh.
Look at this. We're just gonna go back to here and watch
Chaos.
Watch this 21. He's gonna take them 4 wide, and the 88 of Emily Winters makes it 5 wide. You can go 4 wide here. You can't go 5.
And
Let
then
me tell you,
just-
And,
as a
and
driver-
there's contact there.
the yellow bumblebee
where
just
it
gets
starts.
shot.
The 80 the 21 of that's Winterwolf gets into the 54. Maddox is sideways wheeling it, and he bounces off of the 1 into the outside wall. And from this point, there's nothing he can do. And the 21's gonna get into the 54, into the 9, into the 88, and it's on.
The fact that the first 2 cars managed to survive that just. Oh my
the
god.
fact that let me tell you, as a driver, there's nothing scarier than seeing 5 wide ahead of you and hoping
yeah.
that you can make that, because you're hoping that you don't have to spend a lot of money in torn up race cars going back to the shop.
Well, a lot of these guys are gonna be spending a lot of dollars in torn up race cars.
I'm pretty sure
So-
first and second had no idea what was happening. They just continued driving.
The 7 car just jammed on the brakes. That's the only thing you can do in that situation is just jam on the brakes and hope you don't get butt packed from behind.
If he had gone maybe a little bit lower, he might have gotten around the 9, but there definitely was contact. And here's where
The big one started.
There, the 33 gets into the 00, the 83 with nowhere to go, and they're in the outside wall as Alexander McSpeed, the pole sitter, comes back up. That's going to end up squeezing the 83, and both of those cars go around, and it's going to just block the racetrack. Watch this.
Chaos begins.
I know that everybody.
Now the 8
The
gets
6 car
involved.
just came in barreling at the end of that wreck.
And it's sad.
Was blind.
It's sad because the 00 started on pole
Here
last.
comes the 10 into this, and this is what's going to end up sending the 00 over. And
Once he gets
and then,
momentum built.
And then back here, the 3 is
Nowhere
going to
to
run over
go
the
for a lot
9.
of these guys. There was
Oh.
nowhere to go for a
We'll
lot of
pay
these
attention
guys.
up here.
Yeah.
I mean, not to sound rude or anything, but they really need to widen this track. There's just not enough room. Once contact starts,
and everybody's just going way too fast. Watch.
Yeah, there's not enough time to...
Watch it, how fast these guys come barreling in compared to these cars that are all stopped. There's the 38 getting involved.
79 crunched at the back.
Squeezed. And there are the 3s going over. The 92 gets caught up in this. And then right here, the track's entirely blocked. There's
One
no
car
way
is
for anybody to
sideways.
The only place you can go is down to the grass. In
In
this situation.
Well, there's... And that's where the 12 picks up his major damage. The 69 piles in.
Oh my god, these poor
There's
drivers.
probably not even 20 cars left in this race.
This just looks like some kid has piled up his Hot Wheels cars and is just pushing them all at once.
I can relate.
I can relate to that as well, because I've done that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Actually, speaking of Hot Wheels, hopefully they'll be getting some NASCAR Hot Wheels. Another car sideways. Oh my
there
god.
Goes the 18 up and over.
Yeah, this is...
Look at all... And this isn't even entirely this isn't even all of the cars that are involved in the wreck. Because there's
Some
more
of the...
behind as they stack them up.
Do you know that
Let's
game
see
Stack Up? This is
Dang.
basically that game.
This is basically a Hot Wheels set meant to wreck the cars.
Hold on, did that roll over
and then
twice?
And then
The 6.
there comes the 6.
Being all stupid like he is.
And he just plows into the 21
He could have
95. And both of those cars go over.
I'm gonna be surprised if we do not have injuries announced after this race.
I think I've broken an arm.
Because of these hard hits. This was bad.
The two cars.
Major wreck.
Yeah, I don't think there's even 20 cars.
I don't know that there's anybody who gets through this.
Except for the guys up front.
I think some drivers died.
No, because I don't think so, because of all the safety advancements we've had in NASCAR since the Intimidator's
death. A lot
death.
of injuries, though, definitely.
No.
Yeah, I can name about 5. The 6, the 21. We have the 3.
The 3 just did a kickflip. The 00 flipped about twice.
Let's
the
go
00
for the wild
flashy
ride with Alexander McSpeed.
The roof cam will not show much.
Oh, it's gonna show plenty. It's gonna show an arm flying out of the car.
This is real time.
Oh!
I mean, you're just going way too fast to slow down in this situation, especially. Yeah, there's only about 20 drivers left. There's about 15 drivers left in this race.
And when you're drafting behind someone, half the time you can't see in front of you.
They hating.
I'm gonna be surprised if any of the pack makes it. Any of that pack that just got destroyed makes it out of pit road.
And on board with the 18, Flashy McClashy.
He just knew his death.
Yeah, no time to break there. Bam.
Even if you did break, you wouldn't get that far.
Yeah, all we can say is just a kid playing with toys, being reckless. So get out.
It's more like a dad trying to figure out how Hot Wheels works, and then he just starts rolling them in some odd place.
My God, I'm gonna die.
After all that, pit stops.
Did anybody survive that?
Yeah, only about 15. I can tell you there was one busy place in this. There was 3 busy places at this racetrack. 1, the infield care center. 2, the garage area. 3.
There's gonna be so many left behind cars.
Yeah, it's gonna be chaos up here on this restart.
I don't think many of the crash cars made it.
I don't know, we don't have a scoreboard, so...
After all of that,
Can we get a
there
little?
are
We're
20
not even live
cars still
yet.
on the lead lap, and I believe only one lapped car on the racetrack right now.
Can we see all the cars that didn't make it?
Yeah, let's go to the live foot.
Well, the live footage is after the restart, so
Yeah, so like
Here we
right
go.
here. Let's just see how chaotic this restart was compared to our first
and here
restart.
we go. Green flag will fly once again. Back in
We
the
At least
really
line.
full
need to-
Macklemore. At
We
least
really
he
need to
isn't
make
getting
replacement
swallowed up by
cars.
the field like Pipestone did.
Pretty sure somebody tapped the wall.
Cole McElroy's clean because he was on pit road for that accident.
Yeah, so that's why he's a lap down. Well,
That's
he
the
isn't
only
anymore
reason
unless
he's
he
a
got
lap
passed again.
3 wide behind him.
What happens if everybody dies?
I
That's the
have no
real
idea.
question.
But this race will continue.
Sorry guys, race over. Everybody's car's on fire. Every car's been flipped over. Sorry, mate.
Ray is in a state of disbelief after.
I think after this race, we might have to start making replacement cars
My
because
goodness. Backup
that is
cars.
insane. But yeah,
In
we
fact,
need
we almost
those.
saw qualifying wreck.
Oh my.
Yeah.
And now they're 4 wide. Contact was made behind
Not
him.
liking this one bit.
Be smart. Don't do
Down the
this.
stretch they go.
Trust me,
In the
if,
wall, the 45.
In the wall. Oh no, this could be another wreck. Just
if a driver doing
barely.
this stuff, you don't like to see more than 3 wide at this track. You don't like to see 2 wide.
You're
just
scared
like
of
to see
even 1 wide.
Far away.
And after
some car-
that wreck,
1 car made it. Well, actually, 2 cars made it.
after that wreck, the 12, 9, 69, 60, 98, 5, 10, 21, 00, 33, 79, 38, 3, 44, 92, 95, 18, 6, 27, 19, and 25 out of this race.
No,
it
me. This,
Half the
Is
field remaining.
oh my
Is the
god.
19 left in it? I mean, the
I don't think the 79 is still on the racetrack, bud. 3 by 3
No,
though
me,
behind
this-
the leaders.
no, I'm
No,
talking
Cody,
about the
go for
19.
it, out front.
Gary.
The 19 is the
Is Tim
19.
Geary out of the
Oh,
race?
4-1 again.
I believe
don't
so.
Like this. That's all I gotta say.
No, the 79 me. I mean, I don't know who that. Stop.
Carlo
Because I
again. That's Kevin Bassard.
Tap
As
it
much as
over.
these drivers are getting in the wall, it kind of cools down the action a bit.
I think some of these cars.
But now we might see some actually good racing.
Besides Wreckfest. Besides the game.
The
Wreckfest.
24 is out front.
I'm gonna act like DMP didn't just assault my driving. I mean, I'm not the same. I don't know what. There's no water in this cup. Okay.
7 cars still on the. 7's one of the few cars still in this thing. 56, the race leader. Matt Wynn trying to get something out of this. He made it. Oh! Contact between Cole McElroy
Oh my
and
dude,
Thomas
oh!
Cassidy, and they're 4 wide.
Never mind,
McElroy
pull back
all the way down
off.
on the apron, and they
Not
managed to
again.
save it.
We're not
What a
repeating what just
save.
happened.
If
Here
that
comes
some
Eddie
car
Cooley for the race lead.
would have been just a little unlucky,
3
he
wide
would have
for the
been
top
left.
spot. Oh, DMP!
Oh, contact! Contact! Not again!
He's gonna get cleaned out.
And DMP got destroyed.
Oh!
And the weirdest part, no caution.
You know what, DMP?
That's a-
DMP. That's karma for insulting my 79. I mean, I'm not the 79.
What happened though? Did he just get turned around?
He got flipped sideways. What happened? What I think was one of the
Here's a
cars.
look.
Yeah, I saw one of the cars going on the outside of the DMP, and it just
Yeah.
squeezed
3
him.
wide.
Or it could have been the other way around.
The eight's loose. Slides up the racetrack. Contact there with a 45. And how does that 8 car not go over? My goodness.
We're just gonna have some.
The other question we're wondering, caution.
I know the
Matthew,
29.
Hi guys, your leader here in.
Back live.
I know the 2019
And here
rules.
come the leaders to lap traffic.
Uh-oh, this isn't gonna
59.
go well.
That's Sam Blaney on the outside. And he'll have the race lead.
Oh, these lap cars are feed still.
Oh.
And here comes Cody Goforth. Up the inside.
I know the rules of 2019 say that we can't do this, but the amount of drivers that have died, just to be nice, we should give them a... Because that is insane. It still hasn't ended. We're seeing more crashes by the minute.
This race
And we're not even halfway.
We're not halfway.
Hey, at least we aren't racing at the Bone Crusher. Just say, hey, it's the truth, honestly.
It
Side by
is.
side for position number 1. 400ths of a second separated 1 and 2 that time by. Sam Blaney on the inside. Cody Goforth on the outside. And now we're going to start seeing a more methodical race, much like the way that the last race here a season ago ended.
I think the reason why we're seeing this much action early on in this race is because of what aero package we are running this year.
Well, and yeah, the aero
that
package
huge
is,
spoiler.
that's one of the things that is affecting the way this race has been run. The other thing that is affecting how this race is run, how aggressive these drivers are. These drivers have been set to max aggression, and that is why we saw 20 cars get taken out in the huge one that occurred right around. What was that?
I have to say, that wreck that we just had, that took out
That
half the
was
field,
lap
reminded
9.
me of Tony Stewart's crash back in 2012.
2012 Talladega.
Nowhere to go for anybody.
The entire.
I mean,
and what was crazy about that particular wreck was everybody just kept coming.
It just never ended.
It just kept
they
going.
don't stop coming fed to the walls and hit the ground running.
The 59 starting to run away here.
I'm sorry. I just wanted
Sam
to...
Blaney sat on the pole for 2 different occasions last season and never won a race.
Hey, I just want to say this. If you want to watch races just like one or in roadblocks, you should, I think in the link description, go and check the Southwest. Never mind, contact! Oh, God!
I went around, that's Light Yagami, and another caution, Cody Goforth. And caution will come out again.
Rough break for that young man.
Can I not even, like, sponsor this?
We can't even make it 40 laps. We can't make it 40 laps.
Caution
This
is
isn't-
out. And
Okay,
Cody
well,
Goforth
shakes it up a bit.
destroyed.
While caution goes on again, I'm gonna have to try and sponsor this. Cause, you know, we need money, guys. Please. We need money so we can deal with all the injuries of these drivers.
There, Light Yagami and
great.
Cody Goforth get together.
That
Andy
was
Cooley is out. Ren Delfino is out. Pipestone Lazard. Grayson is the number 78. I mean the 60.
56 just keeps. Well, now the 28
We might-
gets put into the wall.
we might have to next race we might have to put down the aggression because oh my
Well,
god.
next race is a different racetrack. Next
It's
race is
short
Bowman
track
Gray
racing.
Stadium. Next race is Bowman Gray Stadium. And that's just how things are gonna work.
It's short track racing. That's all I gotta say about it. It's what a lot of these fans like, besides the plate tracks.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing's like being.
So
Alright,
after that, a couple more cars join the retirees. That's the 56 going to the garage area. And
You hate to see it.
a lot of damage, and I think a lot of cars came to pit road under that caution. Yeah. Everybody
this is
was down on pit road, and that's not terribly surprising seeing how much this racetrack eats up tires.
Yeah, I mentioned that during the pre-race show with how old the surface is. The surface is about 26 years, and it's not nice to tires, let me tell you.
Alright, I'm gonna try and sponsor this again. Hey guys, what caution is going on? If races or even in Roblox, you should hopefully be able to check the link down description on YouTube and join the Southwest NASCAR Series on Discord. If you want to be a part of this action, come and join us. We're open for new drivers.
I mean, honestly,
And it's not wrong. We have an entire Division 2 to fill out, the Air Canada Truck Series. So at some point, Cole McLemoyle, or builder, is in charge of running that series, and so the details as far as the series sponsorship and templates have been revealed. It's just a matter of getting drivers signed up for that.
Yeah, that's the thing that we need is drivers for that truck series.
I haven't heard of that one, so I think DMP, if you got any, I'd like to sign up.
Well, if you're in the Southwest NASCAR Sim Series, unfortunately, you cannot run the Air Canada Truck Series.
R.I.P.
Not even bushwhack?
Nope, bushwhacking is not permitted in this series.
Guess I'll just have to watch from afar and root for my favorite driver.
Well, lights will go out atop the Dodge Challenger Hellcat pace car this time by the start-finish line.
We're about to go green.
So, we've got 7 cars on the inside for this restart.
And this is everybody who survived the big one. Like I said,
we've got
not many. Just about 9 drivers
We
survived.
have just under half the field still running this race after that huge accident.
Yeah, it's insane how many we have behind the wall.
Damn, it is.
I mean,
it is really a
bet
shame.
Most these trucks have already left. Most trucks have already to go back to their team's headquarters.
And think about it, if these guys can finish this race, look at all the points they'll be getting.
Oh yeah, think about that.
If we can have a repeat winner this week, there's only one driver that can do it, and I don't know if you've heard of him before, but his name's Jimmy Johnson. He won the 500.
Shameless self-plug here from Jimmy Johnson. I'm confetti.
I don't know if you've heard of this.
I'm Jimmy Johnson. Boom, into the wall. I'm done.
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard of this terrible driver, but his name is Chip Ganassi. If you want to see some more wrecks by him, go and watch it.
Just go watch it earlier in this race.
Yeah.
Sam Linney was a good restart.
Holy God, the lag.
Yeah, just because I find this appropriate. Hey guys, at the truck series, we just had a crash. NASCAR, hold my beer.
No.
The Southwest NASCAR. It's the big one in
20,
Talladega,
20.
Atlanta. Hold my tires. 59 out front. And that's
Talladega,
Matt Wynn right behind him.
2012 all race. We had the biggest track in NASCAR history. Atlanta, hold my beer.
And a major pack back here for one, possibly.
Oh,
my God.
Still,
I just want to get out of this area.
Oh!
They're putting me 3 wide. I don't like
getting
this.
underneath.
Oh,
That
hi,
is
Emily.
very
How you
lucky.
doing? Don't wreck me, please.
Emily Winters, the only female driver in this series.
Oh god, it's getting laggy.
And there goes the 20.
Oh god, I can't. Oh god, lag. Oh no. Oh god, dead. I think somebody died. Oh god.
Contact! The
Contact!
704.
Oh my god, this is insane.
Mew's an idiot. I'm gonna wreck him one of these days.
Here comes the 1, Andy Cooley, and the 13 have both gotten around race leader Sam Blaney.
NASCAR drivers. My car isn't fast enough. Illegal car parts. Hold my beer.
The 1
Talladega.
has no
We are the
help.
worst track on the
Side
schedule.
by side for position 1. This is the battle for the race lead. Andy Cooley, Matt Wynn. That time out of the start finish line, dead even.
I wouldn't be
13
surprised if we
started
just all
later.
crash.
And now
All drivers.
there goes the 59. He's gonna try and make this 3 wide for the lead.
Can he do it though? That's the question.
Well, I mean, depends on how good of a driver you
These
are.
3 cars have broken away. I think these 3 might be the only drivers without damage.
Yeah, I just want to
I
point
don't
it
have
out.
damage.
You got a little bit from the, because you ran into the 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just touched him.
I just want to point this out though.
It wasn't a significant hit, but it was still a hit. So the
Dang,
59
where
is
is
now leading.
everybody else?
You know what's sad to say? One, we're halfway through the race and we've lost like most of the pack. But other than that, in that big crash, wasn't it like more than like 70% of rookie drivers that all died?
There were a lot of rookie drivers in that. Well, there were a lot
I
of
think
returning
the only
drivers, too.
ones. I think the only rookies that survived were the 1, 7,
Now the 1, 7,
13.
the 24,
the 13.
and then the 20, the 7, 54, 83, 89.
Shameless plug.
No shameless plugs, okay?
But here's the
And the
battle for
stream house
4th.
frozen. I
There
need to
goes-
stop
well,
watching.
actually,
that.
it's not the battle for 4th because Max Weiser is in it. And as we speak, 1 and the 13 have taken the race lead back from Sam Blaney. These 3 continue to battle it out, all 3 of them, with a shot at winning this race.
Are you kidding me, Discord? I can't even watch the race.
What, did it stop?
Yeah.
It's fine. We could just listen to DMP screaming about contact. It still works.
You guys can still hear me, right?
Yeah,
well,
I
yes.
We can, but we just can't watch the stream.
Well, right now, the 1 and the 59 are your leaders. And here comes
Well-
Sam Blaney up the inside.
Oh my god, this is so epic. Look at the 59. He's so good at driving. Guys, you should watch the stream.
Well, after all
Excellent.
this, I'm not gonna chance sharing my screen again.
Yeah. I think we need
I don't
to.
feel like losing this race because we're already past the halfway point.
Can you do sim
Wait,
races
if we
in
lose the
iRace?
race, does that mean like?
Only reason you
Yeah.
cannot do. Oh, big hit on the wall for the 13.
Oh my god, that would be so epic if we could see it, which we can.
Well, you can watch it back on the stream.
I'd be like 7 minutes behind. I'm not taking that risk.
But better seeing it late than never. Here comes the 1. He's at the
Isn't it
corner of
like-
59. Side by side for the lead.
I have a question. If we lose the race halfway and we're past the halfway point, is it whoever finished first? Whoever was winning first at the time of the crash, at the time of the loss?
Thing is, it's.
We're
I'm
doing
not gonna
2019
try it.
points.
I'm not gonna try it. There goes Sam Blaney back to the inside.
You know,
Andy
considering
Cooley and
how-
Sam Blaney battling for the lead.
I think just to be fair on some of the drivers, like the entire half of the field, not the drivers who are crushing now, but half of the field that got destroyed, to be fair, we should redo the race, which would take a lot
No.
of time. I'm saying, I
I've
know we're not
already
going to do
streamed
this.
the entire. This thing is already live on YouTube. There's no way.
How?
There's no
How
way.
long are we in this?
How long are we into this? An hour and 14 minutes.
Oh,
You know,
guys.
I'd done, but then I wouldn't be able to get moved back in.
I was gonna say that half of the field that got eliminated on Wednesday, because we usually do the next race on that day. The other pack, the half pack that got destroyed, they raced for half of the race, and they get half the points for it.
We'll see. Remember that next Wednesday, only 28 cars will be earning points, and that is only if they all finish.
It's Bowman Gray.
I have a feeling half.
It's gonna come down to one of these two drivers, Sam Laney and Andy Cooley. They've broken away from the rest of the field, and they've been trading first, back and forth for the past couple of laps. It's gonna be down to the wire as to who's gonna win this thing. Now I think Discord has officially died for them. Or not.
I'll check. Nah, we could just wait. It'll work at any time when it decides to.
The one of Andy Cooley is the race leader, but Sam Blaney with a brilliant crossover. As they head down the back straightaway.
Okay, I'm back. I had to perform.
Well, Jimmy Johnson performed something, but we're never gonna find. He performed the brand new Barbie movie.
Further back in the pack, still a lot of side-by-side battling.
You know, half the pack that got destroyed, I'm going to guess that if we're about to do next race number 4, the entire half of the field won't be racing, because those repairs are going to take a long time.
Well, but the good news is this season, points aren't as terrible to make up. Because last season it was 180 points for a win. This season it's 40 plus the 5 for leading a lap and possibly 10 for the most laps. So that with the field being a little tighter in the point standings, it's going to be a little less. There's going to be slightly less urgency on these guys to on missing races, but it's going to be a lot more important to complete them. Because completing races is really what's going to help you out in the points. The one of Andy Cooley leading and navigating 2 lap cars.
I also would like to point out, I think the Jimmy Johnson, the car that's actually still alive in this race. The only reason why I'm in the commentator booth is because I died in my vehicle. Concussion, and I climbed all the way to the commentator booth. That's why I knew my death, so I didn't control my car. The entire race, I wasn't even in the driver's seat. The car was just autopilot.
Now, fun fact: if iRacing is iRacing the official sim of NASCAR, iRacing does iRacing is getting AI right now. They just don't have it yet for the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series, and it's not at all tracks yet.
Yeah, because sorry, mating. iRacing also has ownership of NASCAR vehicles and a couple NASCAR tracks.
Well, they have the
So
licensing.
unlike the NASCAR Heat 4, the best game ever created. I think
NASCAR Heat 4 is actually NASCAR Heat 4 is also officially licensed by NASCAR.
But I think, can you do sim races on iRacing?
No.
Damn.
Well, sim race, like you can't do sim races like this. iRacing is literally sim racing. It's just you can't have all AI yet because there isn't all AI yet.
Oh, so it's like all AI are perfect and they don't actually crash that much.
They don't have all of the AI in the game yet, but this this game, as you can tell, already has the AI, and that's why we're doing the sim races here.
I wish that iRacing, the people who made NR2003, got back ownership of NASCAR, not the people who own NASCAR. I'm not the fan of them, of NASCAR Heat 4, because after I played the first one and got ripped off,
Well, NASCAR Heat 4 is actually probably the best game in the franchise so far. NASCAR Heat 4 is really good.
I think if you, not to diss anyone who likes NASCAR Heat 4, I haven't played it personally, well, on Christmas, hopefully. For a guy who hasn't played NASCAR but has seen it, I'm gonna be honest, if I were to pull out NASCAR 2015 and NASCAR Heat 4, I wouldn't find a big difference. I'd say, I mean, yeah, 2015 has more customization and looks exactly the same as NASCAR Heat 4 would, except NASCAR Heat 4 is made in the new, high-tech graphics.
But yeah, NASCAR Heat 4 has better graphics. I'd say NASCAR 15 probably still beats it on sound, but and the AI in Heat 4 are astoundingly good. And the other thing too with Heat 4, you can run a 50% race in NASCAR Heat 4 and not have the game crash on you.
Gotta ask though,
Whereas
do you think any
has a ton of glitches that it seems that the NASCAR community has kind of started to overlook with NASCAR Heat 2 and NASCAR Heat Evolution, NASCAR Heat 2, NASCAR Heat 3, the NASCAR gaming community started to kind of overlook all the plaguing glitches and issues and problems with NASCAR 15 that made fans plead for a new game.
Two things. One, do you think any game could beat NASCAR Inside Line?
NR2003?
That, but as not a game that has sim racing.
As a console game.
Yeah.
I never played Inside Line, so.
I did, like, a couple months ago, because not to go into story, but I can't see the race, so sorry. But my grandmother has my Xbox 360, so when I came back, I was looking through all my old games, and I saw it, and huh. Well, NASCAR 13 doesn't work. I guess I'll play NASCAR Inside Line.
Sam Blaney, the race leader here. P2 is
So are we gonna let Jim back into the commentator booth?
Well, I'm the only one who can do that, and I'm, again, not chancing anything.
That's a big... Wait, so did you kick him or did he leave?
He probably left.
R.I.P.
So rest in peace is him, but not rest in pieces for Sam Blaney. He's your race leader. And Andy Cooley is hot on his tail. We'll see if he's able to make a move in these last couple of laps here. 67 of 82.
Jimmy is texting me to ask you if he can come back, and I'm saying he doesn't want to risk anything like losing.
I don't want to have to redo the entire race, so.
Then the pack that just died would actually get their points, and we can't have that, okay? We're not fair people.
Well, I mean, it's fair because they all wrecked. So I mean, yeah, it's not fair, but guess what? Life's not fair, and also, it is fair that... What is fair is the fact that they wreck out, they don't get their points because they couldn't make it to the end.
Here's another question. You know Codemasters, the people who own F1, or have the licensing for it, do you think if they had a NASCAR game, if they had the ownership of F1 and NASCAR, you would play it?
Depends on how good it is.
I think, looking back at the F1 games, more of the recent, if NASCAR were to come out on Codemasters, I'd play it. Because I've seen Grid, the new game, which is amazing. I've seen F1 2019. I've seen a bunch of their games. I would definitely play a new NASCAR game by them. Same with iRacing. Like, any old company...
Here comes Andy Cooley up the inside. Side by side for the race lead.
You know what's
Cooley trying to get it away from Sam Blaney, and he will down the backstretch.
How many laps are we at?
70 of 82. We're coming to 12 to go.
This is going to be a very close race.
It's going to be a close finish.
You know what's sad? I haven't heard you scream.
Well, there hasn't been as much wreck action ever since that last restart, but
Are we calling
as
it wreck action?
as the field has kind of spread out, but we've still got a great battle for the race lead.
A
They've been
great
trading it
big
back and
battle.
forth. Let's ride on board with Sam Laney.
We really should try, even though it would take a lot to do car interviews. Because you know how they do that in real NASCAR?
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen.
I mean, like
Not
after
a
the
single
race.
Roblox sim series that does that.
I'm not saying Roblox.
There's not a single sim series that does that.
Are there any other sim racing series? Did you know?
Yes, there is. Drive-Thru Sim Series is the biggest sim series currently running for NR2003.
How many people are in it? Or how many people watch it?
Let's just say there's thousands of people who watch it weekly.
We gotta step up. We gotta step up our action. We gotta put the cars on fire. We gotta make them jump through fire hoops. We gotta.
Sam Blaney takes the lead back with 9 laps to go.
Every once in a while, I see the stream will like cut, and it'll be like, you can faintly see the race, but then it cuts back to the pause screen of the pace car. Because right now all I see is the pace car. I think the 95, 88 in third, and I think Winterwolf in second. And then the pace car is supposed to take off. It's a shame, really.
Well, you can watch the race back on YouTube if you so desire to, or you can watch it right now. Delayed.
I'm actually gonna... It's delayed. Very delayed.
Well, yeah, it is. It's just
Have you ever tried...
nature's
We
stream.
really... We should use Twitch. We really should.
Side by side again for the lead, and Andy Cooley takes it back.
Which number is Andy Cooley, just by
Number
curiosity? For me, the number 1, I think, is in, like, third. No, it's in second. He's in second. We really should use Twitch. Because I don't think... Is Twitch delayed?
Well, every stream is delayed because it has to receive content from the encoder.
Oof.
It's just the nature of streaming. Here comes the 59 up the inside, trying to get the lead back from Andy Cooley. Both cars on the wall.
Here comes the number 1 on the inside, coming to, I believe it is the 59.
Oh,
and
you're delayed.
Yep, that's how delayed the stream is.
So
It's
I wouldn't commentate on what you're seeing live.
I don't. It's. How can you call this live?
There
That's
goes
a better
the 59. Inside. And he's gonna have the race lead. Lap traffic ahead.
I think
And
I'm only
he's
a.
gonna get boxed in.
I'm pretty sure the stream is only like a lap delayed. So every stream on YouTube is a lap delayed. That is really sad.
There goes the 1. He's got the race lead back. Lap traffic. Here comes Sam Lee. 3 wide with a lap car on the top. And more ahead. 54 in the outside wall.
You really don't want to get 3 wide on this track. We've seen 5 wide, and that was terrifying. That's what caused this entire crash.
That
3
was
wide?
what caused the big one.
Yeah,
3
3
wide
wide
is
could
okay.
cause a minute.
4 wide is... yeah. And then 5 wide is death.
5 wide is just... you might want to use the brake. That's the problem with these drivers. They go, like, they don't think, because I've seen this in a lot of the races. There'll be a spot on the inside, but the drivers don't let off on the gas. They go, hey, I'm going to want to keep up, even though I'm losing place. There's place on the inside. Hey, who really cares? It's like, sometimes even if you're a driver and you're stuck on... don't want to let go of the gas, it is a good decision, because you will get a good position in it. You'll actually stay in the pack.
59, your race leader, coming to 1 to go. And can you guess what it's sponsored by?
Nah. How about you tell me?
21 bank.
Ooh.
Last lap.
Can
Here
I
comes
ask?
Andy Cooley. He's gonna look to the inside.
Oh my God.
Side by side down the backstretch. This could set up one of those classic Atlanta finishes.
This could set up what the Coca-Cola exhibition race was like.
Here they come to the line. Blaney on the outside. And it's Cooley by 900ths.
Oh, that was a clap for the finish, man.
Andy Cooley wins Atlanta.
This has been a very interesting race. First part, we see a giant crash. Second part, we see DMP die very much.
And no
And
caution for that, by the way.
yeah, I mean, you
Hashtag
kind of,
triggered.
I mean, you kind of deserve that. You insulted, crashed into. That's karma.
Well, 19 cars finished this event. I don't even need to show who all doesn't in this race. It doesn't matter.
You don't need to even show them because they're all in hospital beds.
But I will show them anyway. Andy Cooley finishes in first. Sam Blaney comes home in second. Matt Wynn third. Muse Better fourth. Kevin Bassard in fifth. Matt Niles sixth. Max Wesner seventh. Emily Winters eighth. Ninth is Thomas Cassidy 10th. Carlos Tavares 11th. Ad 12th. Jimmy Johnson 13th. Joey Maddox. Niall O'Hare in 14th. 15th was Cole McElmoyle. 16th Light Yagami. 17th Aiden Smith. 18th Ben Pierce. 19th James Youngman. And then all the cars out of this race, 21 of them to be precise. 22 of them actually. Cody Goforth, Dean P_10, Parker, Andy Alexander Rossi, Coaster Enthusiast, Racing Pimentel, Tim Gary, Payson Avery, Brandon Del Pino, Winterwolf, Alexander McSpeed, Kenneth Laura, Chip Ganassi, Kobe Kingston, Brian Anders, Damian Fenton, Esko Laukkanen, Nathan Ormond, Flashy McClashy, Pipestone Lazard, Carter Boyd, and Matthew McCarthy, and the first car out of this race, David Dawn. And that will do it for this event.
That has been a very exciting race. Oh, DMP, by the way, I think there's some blood. Yeah, that's my blood. Sorry.
Well, thank you for tuning into this one. Congratulations to Andy Cooley for winning this race. But until Wednesday, when we go racing for Bowman Gray, you've been watching my YouTube channel, or not my YouTube channel. You've been watching Southwest NASCAR Series Racing from Atlanta. Alongside me was Chip Ganassi, aka Jason E1. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.